Hello everyone, this is just a dad. Today I'm going to do a review on this Eufy L60 robot vacuum cleaner. We're going to talk about it and then we're going to see how it actually cleans the room. So this vacuums only, it doesn't mop or anything. Here's the base station. So this is going to empty it out, but it also has this really neat feature. There's a little knife that comes up there and rotates. That's going to cut the hair. If you get any hair wrapped around the brush roller, it's going to cut it off of that. And then up here we have, this is the bag. We are going to have to change out that bag once in a while. So this has a vacuum in it. This is going to go around and vacuum your house, and then everything's going to go into this dust chamber.
Dustbin removed.
Right here, everything's going to go into here. Then when it backs up to the base station, when it backs up, it's going to suck everything out of there right there, and then it's going to charge it from right there. Now there is a sensor on the front, and it does have the bump technology, and it's got a really good LiDAR technology for mapping your house. There's a thing that spins underneath here. So it does create a really good map of your house. Okay, so here's the app, the Eufy Clean app. It makes a really good map of your house, different colors. You got to go in and add the no-go zones, label all the different rooms. It shows you where it is actually docked. And then as it's cleaning, it's going to move on this map to show you exactly where it's at and where it's been in live. Now we can do a single room cleaning, we can do a zone cleaning, an auto, different modes. We can bump it all the way up to turbo or max. Let's just go to turbo.
Cleaning.
Okay, I'm going to have it go clean a specific room.
Positioning.
Then it's going to travel to that room to do the cleaning.
Successful.
And there it goes. Okay, so in this room, I have some really long hairs that we're going to put in the carpet. They're a little hard to see, but I got them all over in the carpet. I've got some dust and dirt material. We're going to have it clean this entire room and see if there's any hair wrap and if it cuts it off that brush roller. Okay, so here it comes. There I've got the hair. Let's see, yeah, I think I got the hair. All right, let's see how loud it is. About 75. All right. After it cleans the edge of your room, now it's going to go back and forth to clean the middle. Okay, so now we'll see how it does with obstacle avoidance. So it does sense it a little bit. It's trying to go around it. Now the other part's taller. It should avoid it too. Now, on the app, again, I can see right where it's at. That's giving me a live view of right where it's at. And I can see, yep, that's exactly where it's at.
Heading home.
Okay, so it finished cleaning this room. Okay, let's pause it. Let's open up the dustbin and see how well it did. Wow, this thing picked up a lot of stuff. A lot of hair, a lot of small particles. Now it's going to go back there and empty all that out. Okay, let's see if we've got any hair wrap. Oh yeah, we got some hair wrap here. We're going to see if it gets cut off. Now again, when it comes back and docks itself, we can't see it. It's down in there, but there is a little knife that's going to spin and hopefully cut all of it's going to go back and forth and get all that hair wrap off. We're going to check it. Okay, so it found the dock back. Now it's going to back up to it here in a second. Now it turns around. And we're going to see how loud it is too.
Cutting rolling brush hair and emptying dust.
Okay.
Please do not move the robot.
It says it's cutting the hair. Okay, so it's done auto emptying. I think it's going to do it again. I can hear that thing going back and forth now. Hopefully it's cutting the hair. Then I bet it turns on the auto empty again to empty out any hairs that it cut. Now when it's doing this, you're not supposed to put your hand underneath there, do anything. You're not supposed to touch it. I wish I could see it. No, can't see it. Okay, so it kicked the auto empty on again. Okay, I think it's all done now. Okay, let's see how it did. Oh, I was hoping for a little bit better result than that. It did get most of the hair off. Now, this was a pretty big torture test. It did get some of the hair off. This one I was suspecting it wouldn't, because that was a pretty big torture test. Okay, so it did get, yeah, some of the hair, it does wrap around here, but that was a pretty big torture test. Okay, so the Eufy L60 cost $350. Now with my scoring system, it did get 90 out of 100. That's an A. That's actually a pretty good robot vacuum cleaner. I am going to be comparing it to the Shark. The Shark got a B. The Roborock Q5 over here, I think it got an A also, but I will be comparing to them. Now that hair wrap, that was a pretty big torture test. I'm not going to put that much hair on the floor. And that was hair from a wig, so that might be a little bit harder for it to cut. But I think it did cut some of it, but that roller on the ends, it really got a lot of hair wrap, and there's no way for that cutter, it's never going to get the hair off the ends of the roller. So, and the dust, when it empties the dust bin, that's the loudest one I've checked so far. Now, as far as the app, I really do like this app. I like that it follows it in real time. It mapped. Now, the first time it mapped my house, it didn't do a good job, but I had to delete that map and do it again, and it came out fine. But adding the no-go zones is going to be really important. You know, this app just seems new and modern. It has lots of different features. You can just activate that cutting. You can activate that by itself. Cutting hair and empty and dustbin. Okay, so on my scoring system, for the mopping, I just give them 5 points, but 90 out of 100, that's pretty good. Auto empty got low marks, 3, because it is loud. Obstacle avoidance, you know, it's just very rudimentary. If there's poop on the ground, so if it's got really low, something in front of it, it is going to run it over. Now, if it's tall, that LiDAR will sense it and miss it. I did think it was relatively easy to work on. It does remind you to change the dust bag. So I did buy this with my own money. I'm going to do some more testing on it, some more comparisons. I will put a link to this in the show description because an A is a pretty good test score. So I've got a really good testing system here I'm doing, and I will be comparing it to those other ones. Check me out on Instagram. Look for my logo, Just a Dad Videos on Instagram and my Facebook group page. I'm also on TikTok. I do free giveaways on Instagram and Facebook group page. If you want to see more robot vacuum cleaners and comparisons, and I'll do a top pick this year for 2024, be sure and check it out. Hit the subscribe button. I'm also starting to do these ones that do mopping. They have these base stations that will clean the mop pads. That's the Roborock S8 Ultra, Q Revo, the Dream L10S. These are really nice, very complicated vacuum cleaners, but I do reviews, setups, and comparisons. I also got all the Tinicos here that I do comparisons on. I got the Roombas, iRobots, Shark, Dream, the brand new Kimor, which I really like, another Roborock, and I got the new Shark Detect Pro, and the Q7, that's an older one. So thanks again for watching. Look for these new videos coming soon, and thanks again.